New perils await beyond the horizon.
Copper for your thoughts?
You wanted something?
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the Dead Three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. More than anyone should. But I never dreamed I'd see the Dead Three working in consort with Illithids. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Glad to fall. We venture when we reach Baldur's Gate. You're amply reinforced already. I'll let the new blood do all the running around. For now. With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We'd do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
Off I go. You'll know where to find me.
Then let us be about it. This ought to be good.
Where to next?
High hopes for you, Hell Rider.
Where is a concert hall?
We could use.
I would not linger in this land over long. But, whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
What will we do once we reach the city? No. One problem at a time.
I will be heard.
The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls? Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold. I shall ask yet again. Do illithids possess souls? Correct. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
What will we do once we reach
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
You there,
I'll be ready.
now.
Aelin!
You prevailed, my friend.
Now your path takes you to Baldur's Gate. But I cannot join you. Out there, the curse still thrives. I failed this place. Now I must remain behind and stand watch over it. This isn't what I wish. It's simply the way it has to be. I'm sorry.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together.
Ketheric's psalm is no more. But the shadow curse still remains. I need to be careful.
Objective noted.
What's that? Just so.
The road to the city lies ahead. If we have business behind us, let us face it now. The psionic detector is sounding. Vlaakith's warriors are upon us.
Same mistake.
Done. Into position. I will ascend. Still standing, no matter what you try.
What's this?
Can't afford to let up. Heading there.
Your choice, not mine.
Kwanith alerted us to the hunters. Welcome, rest.
Proceeding.
I'm ready.
Well, well, well. Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Shadow curse persists. A shame that we could not lift it. But we have to move on.
Onward.
An army's trampled these grounds. The Absolute's forces are on the move.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman, one who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The spear. How do you have it? I threw it into the Shadowfell.
Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shar torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Communication is key.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
What am I to do?
Work to be done. Blackets will be done. Keen to talk.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something? Of course.
Released me from a century of sorrow.
All I can do is...
Consider me intrigued.
I'll kill you so badly! I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. But the sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow. Though however deep your pain, it cannot compare to Halsin's.
Sergeant.
No.
So you came...
Forgive me.
Perhaps the... Get back to your...
Duty. Your plan...
Control your...
Oh.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
An efficient path. Alas, time for chatter.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Selûne cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step. That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? What need, when it seems so intent on repeating itself? But stay this apocalypse, and I'll let you read my journals. Promise. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. I believe you. You remind me of another I knew, marked by forces beyond their control. The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have the only weapon you need.
What's on your mind? He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just, it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yet I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light. The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one. There, you'll have to...
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. The very same visitor who Vlaakith seems so eager to kill, and Voss seems so eager to free. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. A heavy burden indeed. After all, the artifact that protects you came from your own people. What role have they to play in this plane's existence? And what role will you play? Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? Your blood swims hot at the very prospect. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. City thirst for domination. March. Join. Power.
You're under attack. Help me.
done. Just like that.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Friend of Gate, now be cleansed. Whatever comes, I'm ready. I will ascend.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Feeling fresh?
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Onward.
are in danger indeed, Mind Flayer. What the hell's is happening?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You do not understand. He will attack anyone that reeks of Illithid. That includes you. And you will not even be able to defend yourself. If you kill him, the Absolute will enthrall you. I am not your enemy. I am the reason you are free. We are more alike than you want to admit. Look past it. I know you don't want to, but you must. Now, help me. The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now! Then you would betray yourself and all your allies. Without me, you will perish. The God. Do it now! Together.
Not but another harvest. think we have given offense.
Victory awaits. You bow, or you drop.
This is the easy part. Serene she might seem, but nature has claws.
Victory awaits.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
To owe your life to a deceitful illithid. You could never have imagined a truth so obscene. Your thoughts turn to the caged Githyanki. Is this the target Vlaakith asked you to slay?
And so we should swoon and offer a kiss, abomination? Ah, I would not even know where to plant it.
I suppose it was considerate of you not to bring it up before. And I ask that you do not judge me for it now. It's like I said before. I'm just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served. I sustained myself on. I had the good people referred to my needs. He tore me from my. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus, Gith's son, the so-called traitor prince slain by Kithrak Voss himself millennia ago. Or so you believed.
His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive-mind communication. It is the same power that enabled his mother, Gith, to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of your people. Vlaakith wanted his power But Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some of your people still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackheath was safe as long as you believed him dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the rest of your people ever find out what she's done, there will be civil war. Your queen will be finished. A history writ by whose hand? Your trust in Blackheath is understandable. Her lie is no God. How the and all I needed to do was subdue Orpheus, and that would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. You are already more illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. But in case you change your mind, look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under our control.
No time for chat just now.
Just so. The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable.
Quickly then. A pleasant exchange.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
Let's have a look.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now. Of course. Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise. Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something? Of course. Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive. Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while. Of course. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated. Fine. What's on your mind? No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation. Considering all we've been through, I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company. And attractive company too, no less. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Of course. I suppose you've earned it.
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her. Orin, I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her. Oh, would that I could. I should.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching. I know what you mean. And under different circumstances, I'd like that too. But first things first, I'm afraid. Of course. I thought you'd never ask.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible.
Objective noted.
But, I don't know where to go.
Ah, come on. What's with you? We here for him. Kid needs us.
She better.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Look on the hills.
How many red caps are in?
Dad, what's that monster?
That's just a man in a costume. He's not real.
Not enough to organize the
Costumes don't drool, Dad.
Remind them that this is our city. You don't take kindly to parasites.
Precisely how many red caps are missing?
I just told you. A handful.
You want to see Dribbles the clown, don't you?
Yeah.
Then let's go
They let in
inside.
another horde of
Go.
refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop?
When did you realize the red caps had escaped?
Paramidius, one of our red cap cleaners, everything. Throw a rocket.
Do you think Dribbles will have his animal friends?
I got his niece.
He never travels without his friends.
Red
Let's
caps
go.
working in your
The
circus.
creepy monster thing.
Oh yes, Paramidius and Fred are cleaners. They've just joined, but are settling in marvelous.
Come on patrol with you later.
Not a chance. Your mother would kill me.
Let the kid come. He wants
Dad,
to teach them refugees a
what's that
lesson, right?
monster?
That's just a man in a costume.
Why
He's
were
not
these
real.
particular red caps caged?
Costumes
We
don't
had
drool,
an
Dad.
unfortunate incident involving a child's fingers.
They attacked a child. You should have killed the little monsters.
They were provoked.
You want to see Dribbles the clown, don't you?
Prodding them while they were trying to work.
Refugees.
Then let's go inside. Don't be stupid.
I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
You don't take kindly to parasites.
Cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless.
Do you think Dribbles will have his animal friends with him?
Of course. He never travels without his friends. Let's go.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning.
How many
When's it
red
gonna
caps are in a handful?
Enough to clean Crimson's
Soon the bastards
cage,
will outnumber us.
but not enough to organize the hive.
Jobs,
Madame
everything.
Lucretius is very...
Dad, what's that monster?
That's just a man in a costume. He's not real.
Costumes don't drool, Dad.
Just told you. A handful.
Cheap and cheerful. Refugees for hire.
Can I come on patrol with you later?
You want to see Dribbles the clown, don't you?
Yeah.
Let the kid come. When did you
Let's
realise
go
he wants
inside.
to teach the
Don't be
refugees a lesson, right?
Paramidius, one of our red cap cleaners, alerted me. Well, he threw a rock at me and said, "Ah!" But I got his meaning.
Sorry, you have red
Do you
caps
think Dribble will
working
have his
in your
animals
circus?
Of course.
Oh,
He
yes.
never travels without his
Paramidius and
friends.
Fred are
They're
cleaners.
down
Let's
here
go.
chomping at the
They've
bit.
just joined,
What's the
but
plan?
are
Creepy
settling in
monster
Marvin.
thing.
Refugees travelling alone. Or any stupid enough to leave camp. Remind them that this is our city. And don't take kindly to parasites.
Everyone deserves the chance to make some coin.
Why were
Dad,
these particular red caps
What's that
caged?
monster?
We had
That's
an
just a man in a costume.
unfortunate
It's not
incident
real.
involving a child.
Costumes don't drool, Dad.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop? Monsters.
They were provoked. The child was poking and prodding them while they were trying to work.
You want to see Dribbles the clown, don't you?
Yeah.
Then let's
I
go
should arrest you all
inside.
for gross
Don't be
negligence.
scared.
Refugees
We
for
do this
hire.
right, they'll run for the damn hills.
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
Do you think
How many red
Dribbles will
caps
have
are
his
missing?
animal friends with him?
Come on,
Of
patrol.
course. He never travels without his friends.
Mother kill me.
Let's go.
How many red caps are
The
in
creepy
there? He wants to
monster
teach them
thing.
refugees a lesson, right?
Enough to clean Crimson's cage, but not enough to organize the ride. Madame Lucretius is very particular.
Cooking, construction,
Dad,
is there endless?
what's that
Precisely
monster?
how
That's
many
just
red
a man in a
caps are
costume.
missing?
It's not real.
But costumes don't drool,
They're
Dad.
chomping at the bit.
Everyone
What's the
deserves
plan?
the chance to make some coin.
Refugees travelling alone. Or any stupid enough to leave camp. Remind them that this is our city. And we don't take kindly to parasites.
When did you realise the
You
red
want to
caps
see
had
Dribbles
escaped?
the clown, don't you?
Paramidius,
Yeah.
one of our red cap
Then let's
cleaners,
go
alerted me.
inside. Don't be scared.
He threw a rock at me and said, "Ah!" But I got his meaning.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning.
Working in your
When's it gonna
circus?
stop?
Refugees for hire.
Oh yes.
Do you think Dribbles will have his animal friends?
cleaners.
Of course. He never travels without his friends. Let's go.
But the creepy monster thing.
We won't need to. If we do this right, they'll run for the damn hills.
Why were these particular red caps caged?
We had an unfortunate incident involving
What's
a
that
child.
monster?
That's just a man in a costume. It's not real.
Not a chance.
But
You should have
costumes
killed the
don't
little
drool,
monsters.
Dad.
Let the kid come.
The
He wants
child
to
was
teach the
poking and
refugees a
prodding
lesson,
them while they were
right?
trying to work.
Baldur's Gate is for Baldurians.
Thing to do, isn't it?
I should arrest you all for gross negligence.
You want to see Dribbles?
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No light.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you. Forgive me. I must have misspoken. Welcome to the circus of the last days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
You realize she is miming putting...
Damn, it's good to be alive.
This city of stone and steel is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here. Until now, your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love. Are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
It can't hurt, I suppose, unless you embarrass me. Then you might find yourself hurting in a whole manner of ways.
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Shadowheart, an endless storm surges behind sharp eyes. Listen, think. From where does Shadowheart draw comfort on a cold, dark night? Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. The heart craves comfort, but needs respect. How does one earn the dark-haired maiden's respect?
Not completely off the mark, but there's easier paths into my good graces.
There is hollowness between you, something brittle and strained. We must dig deeper, grasp the pain hiding within. Shame sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Shadow heart, what is her deepest shame?
I didn't think a little game would sting so much when I agreed to this. But you're right. You didn't do abysmally, I suppose. That's worth something.
Your bond is false, and I know why. Because your heart belongs to another. Close your eyes, and she will show herself to you.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Oh, have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. Oh, your bond will not save you. He will wrap its cord around your neck and make you swim from it. When you find the lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
Oren's a shapeshifter, which means she could be anyone, even one of us.
Oren's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same. Of course. I thought you'd never ask.